Everyone, welcome back to the Shivering Mouse. I'm so excited to have you back here today. Oh, I'm a little off frame. There we go. Back here today, and you may notice I have gone outside. It's a gorgeous day today, and I just couldn't waste it sitting inside my little home office desk. Hush, hush. Oliver gets protective when he hears squirrels and stuff. He wants to go have a squirrel. I don't know, whatever dogs want to do with the squirrels. I'm sure it's not very nice. But yeah, so it was too gorgeous of a day to sit inside and talk, but it is crazy mosquito out here. Mosquito-y. I don't think that's a real adjective, but I'm going to roll with it. And so I did, kind of put up a tent. That's why I look like I'm against a green screen or something. No, the three of us are out in a tent enjoying the beautiful day without kind of getting all of our blood sucked out in the process. So if it does look a little weird in the background there, it's because there's a screen over it. But it's fantastic out, and up here in the frozen north, we only have like 2 months that aren't working on, they're either winter or working on winter. And we have like 2 months in between there that aren't too bad, where it's warm enough and sunny enough where you want to go outside. So I'm taking advantage of it. I built myself a little mosquito netted shelter, and me and the doggos are chilling out here. So today we're going to talk about weight and how it affects your blood sugar. This is kind of, for me, one of the primary motivations to lose weight, and you've heard me talk about balancing your blood sugar a lot with Trim Healthy Mama, and I just kind of wanted to emphasize the effect that simply the act of losing weight can have on your blood sugar that can help you prevent diabetes. I have a family that has a lot of people in it with diabetes, formerly called wasting disease, and it's just not something that you want to have. I mean, it can cause loss of limbs. It certainly can cause a loss of activity. And while we understand that there are lots of people with type 1 diabetes which can't be prevented, there's nothing they can do, and they're just stuck with it. There are a lot more people with type 2, which is caused by kind of, not being so gentle on your body throughout your lifetime. And so it's mostly preventable for those folks, and so, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about why Trim Healthy Mama is so important for people who think that they may struggle with diabetes, with blood sugar issues, or even just have a lot of blood sugar issues in their family, like me. Did you know that an obese person can decrease their chance of getting diabetes by losing weight? You sure did, didn't you? You're sitting there like, of course, Nikki, don't be an idiot. Everybody knows that you're more likely to get diabetes if you're overweight. Obviously. Yeah, but did you know that if an obese person loses just 5 to 10% of their body weight, they can decrease their risk of diabetes by 58%? And that's almost 60%. That's heckin' huge. Alright, that's a huge change in your risk just from losing, 5 to 10%. And you're thinking, that sounds like a lot, but really, I did the math. For a 200-pound person, that's 5% is 10 pounds. So 10 to 20 pounds. For a 300-pound person, it's 15 to 30 pounds. So yeah, thinking about losing that 50-plus pounds that you have to lose when you're obese, many people it's over 100 pounds, that's a lot. That's a scary number. Like, you're sitting there going, oh, I can't do that. That's so much work. That's going to be so hard. It's going to take so long, especially if you do it in a healthy way. It'll take a long, long time. Well, so then you start to get kind of upset. You're like, well, why bother doing all of this if it's not going to make a difference, if I got to work so hard and lose so much just to be normal? Well, the health benefits jump in as early as that first 10, 20, 30 pounds. So even if you're 300 pounds and you've got a solid 100 at least to lose, you can get the benefits of helping your health and drastically reducing your diabetes risk just by losing 15 pounds. And 15 pounds doesn't sound that scary. 100 pounds or 150 pounds, that's terrifying. That's a lot of weight. That's a long time. It's a lot of work. It's a long commitment that you've got to have there. And, that's kind of where I'm looking at too. where I've got a lot of weight. It's going to be a long, long time with a lot of commitment. I want to do it slowly and gently, but looking at statistics like this really gives me hope, because that means, I've already lost 15 pounds. So just by losing that 15 pounds, I've decreased my chance of getting diabetes in a huge way. And I think that that's so important. You have to have, I know losing a certain amount of pounds is a scale victory. You can't exactly call this a non-scale victory, but you're not anywhere near your goal weight, and this is still a huge victory for your life expectancy, for your quality of life, that you can go hiking with your grandkids or your nieces and nephews instead of sitting at home with them and watching TV, because if you exercise too hard, your blood sugar will drop and you'll need to have some Skittles. So it's one of those things where just a little difference. Maybe not little. 15 pounds is a lot. It is a lot of work. It took me several months, but it's doable. 100 pounds, you look at that number and you go, oh gosh, I can't do that. 15, okay, it'll take a while, but I'll have to skip Chinese and a lot of fun stuff, but I can do 15 pounds to save my life. And so, I guess where I'm going with this is, as I've lost some weight and obviously still have so far to go, and I tend to get discouraged. And when I get discouraged, I tend to just give up. I'm like, well, what am I working so hard for if it's not going to make a difference? And so little things like this, like that the 15 pounds I've lost may have saved me from diabetes. Little things like that give me so much hope and so much motivation to keep going, because if I can reduce it by 58% by losing 15 pounds, what's going to happen when I lose 20? I can't see that difference, but I know it's happening inside of me and that my body is healing. So many people, whether it be naturopaths or traditional doctors or even the Trim Healthy Mamas, will tell you your body wants to heal. You just have to stop self-destructing and let it. And it's just amazing. Like I told you before, I like to kind of fast to see where I'm at as far as blood sugar control. Sorry if I move a lot. I'm sitting like on the ground and it gets cold. But, and so just to kind of see how long I can make it without sugar rather without any kinds of calories, just to show, whether my blood sugar is kind of stabilizing. And I can make it longer and longer as I lose more and more weight and my blood sugar does get more and more stable. Now, myself, I do always test within a normal range for blood sugar, but being my weight, I know there's got to be some insulin resistance going on there. So every 5 pounds, I think I'm that much farther away from having an illness that has affected my family in such a huge way. And so even though you may not be at your goal weight, you may not be able to squirm into those jeans just yet, think about the ways in which you're saving yourself. Think about the fact that you could be making it so that you survive long enough to get into those size 10s, size 8s, size 6, whatever you're going for. This can buy you the time to have that chance. So don't disregard the 15 pounds because you're so set on the 100, because you have to hit that 15 before you get to the 100 anyway. You may as well be excited about the little victories and the little bit of healing that you're doing to yourself by taking care of yourself. If you want to continue supporting, oh, there goes a truck, supporting my journey and my Trim Healthy Mama healing process as I go, this is kind of my nutrition journal, kind of on this experiment on myself, I guess. And if you wanted to support that or support my work with my Disney podcast, you can find me and contact me at Shivering Mouse. It's patreon.com/shiveringmouse or shiveringmouse@gmail.com. You can also just contact me with show notes, show ideas, anything you want to talk about. I'd be happy to, kind of get some contact from you and hear what your struggles are as far as blood sugar and any difference that a small weight loss has made in your life. I'd especially love to hear back from people. I know at least 1 or 2 people that this has happened to, but people who have been diagnosed with diabetes, lost a little bit of weight, and were able to go off medication and not have to have their whole lifestyle be rocked by this thing. So I would love to hear from somebody who's experienced that as well. Thank you so much for tuning in and have a wonderful day.